Hello all. It's been a while since the last update. It's summer. There are also outdoor activities that one can do. We've been watching the World Cup, of course, as well. So updates are a little slow because building has been a little slow. But have been able to certainly not complete by any means, but get most of the harbour scene, the seaport, industrial seaport scene, now most of it out of the way. Of course, still a lot of details. As you know, when you build one of these projects, you spend half your time on about 90%, and then the other half of your time on the last 10% on the details. And that area is not really my forte, so we're nearly there, getting there anyway. Just a quick view then. I'll zoom in. If I can get this to zoom in. We've got the entrance now to the harbour area, road entrance there, which has been closed off with some security fencing. I'm not sure whether I'll keep that Markland crane there or not. It is actually a working crane, and I can actually hook it up and get it to go up and down and turn around, etc. But it's perhaps a little bit toyish. It'll be there for the time being anyway. The warehouses are now, as it were, in operation. Truck being loaded up there, some workers' cars. A travelling crane here across the tracks to help load and unload train cars. Grain elevators now more or less completed. Got the dust collectors in place there at the top, because we don't want any dust explosions on our layout, do we? So they're in place. We've got the car loading and unloading ramps built so they can go from the top deck and the lower deck. One of the main activities of the seaport will be exporting vehicles and importing vehicles. Amsterdam has the Hyundai and the Kia ships coming in with thousands of vehicles and need to be unloaded, going into the rest of Europe as well. We've got a goods unloading platform here as well for boxcars or pieces of freight coming into the seaport or being needed to go out of the seaport. The seaport area, the concrete representation here with the tracks embedded, a little bit of weathering showing car tracks. Of the vehicles going in and out. And basically that's the overview of the harbour scene as it will probably remain for the time being as I continue to build the layout. Alright, what we'll do is we'll switch out these rail cars here, the box car and the flat car, the vehicle, and there are a couple of covered hoppers in the grain elevator waiting to go out. So we'll view that from the onboard camera as we switch out for the first time the harbour area. Oh yes, guess what? Another little gadget. This is a tip for some of you as well. In children's toy stores, you can get these little tiny little tablets that are about the size of a telephone, but they don't have a phone function. You can get them very cheaply. I got this one for just €30. And of course you can then run Android, and it's got Wi-Fi on it, so there's another little throttle to be used, and this one's nice and handy, a little bit smaller than the 7-inch one that I had before, so got a couple of these as well, which are very handy. Another gadget. Okay, switching out the harbour area. Seaport tracks. Take 47. Okay, we'll first pick up the flat and box car at the goods platform or site. Okay, they're coupled up. Move out, clear the switch, and then we'll pick up the auto rack. Okay, clear the switch. Switch set. Coupled to the auto rack. Yep. Dirty piece of track. And the switch. There we go. And then we'll pick up the covered hoppers from the grain elevator. Okay, we've got our train. We can head out to the siding and request clearance on the main to head back to the yard. Alright, ready to go. First switch out of the Seaport. Okay, let's see how our seafoam or supertrees are getting along after 2 months. It's mid-July and the seeds were planted mid-May, so this is what we have after 2 months. Certainly some growth. Perhaps even this one's starting to look a little like a tree. So they say, let's see, they say it can be harvested in September or so. So we'll have to see how it gets along, but they're still growing, so we'll see.